dolls and gents, I am back with a new Get Ready With Me video on this look right here. I also am going to share with you how I do lashes at home that mimic lash extensions. If you are like me and you are allergic to lash extensions for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the adhesive, the lashes, a combination, the pads that they use underneath the eyes, but I used to be able to get lash extensions and I'm just so allergic to it now. I can't even wear them for like a day. My eyes just get bloodshot red and crazy. So I found an alternative to lash extensions at home that y'all can do, and these last for 5 to 7 days, sometimes longer, but that's the typical type of wear that I get out of these kind of lashes. I also am going to share how I prep my skin because y'all know I'm obsessed with skincare, and I feel like your makeup is not going to look as bomb if your skin is not prepped properly. So if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Share this video with all your friends. That really does help me out a lot. And if you want to see how I got this full look today, skincare prep, lashes, and makeup, then definitely stay tuned.
Let's start off by prepping the skin. I'm going in with the Soap and Glory Face Soap and Clarity Vitamin C Facial Wash. And this is an affordable facial wash, but I love this one. It definitely brightens my skin and it just gives it that boost before I apply my makeup. Love using this face wash during the day because it has a minty feel to it, so it definitely wakes me up. This next product is new to my skincare routine. This is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner, and y'all, this gets your skin nice and hydrated and plump. I love this, especially before makeup. I was using a hyaluronic serum, but I really love the way that the toner goes on the skin and it doesn't leave any residue on my skin and it doesn't pill. Now it's time to moisturize. I'm using the Ole Henriksen Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer, and this one has been my go-to as of late. I am almost done with this container. It is a really good moisturizer and it doesn't leave a crazy thick residue on the skin. Applying a good eye cream is essential before your makeup as well as before bedtime for your concealer to glide on super smooth. You want that area to be moisturized, you want it to be plump, so I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Fast Response Eye Cream. And finally, I like to prep my lips. I'm going in with the Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil, and this makes my lips nice and plump and ready for any lip product that I'm going to apply later. So now that the skin is prepped for makeup application, I want to go in with this Garnier Micellar Water, and I'm just cleaning my lashes so they're nice and clean, and then I'm going to dry it with this mini fan. I want to thank Bay Elian for sponsoring this portion of today's video. This is their Plum Individual Luxury Lashes, and here are their Twin Flower Lashes. As you can see side by side, the Twin Flower Lashes are definitely more full and the luxury lashes are more pointy. So depending on your preference, you might choose differently than me, but I chose to go with the Twin Flower Lashes today. So the first thing that you want to do is grab your Bay Elian Plum Lash Adhesive, and you want to grab the bond side and make sure that you comb this through your lashes as if it's mascara. So don't focus on the roots too much, but focus on the tips and about 1 millimeter away from your lash line, because these lashes are going to go on your real lashes, not on your lash line. So I'm first going to apply the 16 millimeter cluster lashes from the Twin Flowers kit, and this is going to go in the middle first. So the 16 millimeter is the longest length in this kit, and I like to do an open eye look, so I put the longest lashes in the center of my eye, and then I'm gonna go on each side with it. So a total of 3 of the 16 millimeter lashes in total. Now, once that's nice and secure, I'm going to go in with the 14 millimeter cluster lashes from that same kit. And I am using 3 of these as well. I am putting 2 on the outer portion of my eye just to close out that area. I don't want that area to be as long as the middle of my lashes because I'm going for that open eye look. If you're going for a cat eye look, then you're going to want to apply the longest length on the outer portion of your eye. And then I'm also applying one of the 14mm lashes on the inside. Now I'm going to take 2 of the 12mm cluster lashes from the Twin Flowers kit, and I'm going to apply both of these in the center of my eye closest to my nose. So I first like to go to the closest portion of my nose, and then I will make a bridge and put that second lash there because I find that the inner and outer corner tend to lift the most, so this helps by doing a little bridge like that. And then now I am fusing my lashes with the cluster lashes. Don't want to miss this step right here if you want your lashes to look super natural and last a while. You want to fuse your lashes with the cluster lashes, and this is going to make them look super seamless. And as you can see, here is with and without the Bay Ellen lashes, and you can see it is a huge difference. I'm going to speed through this other side because you already saw the full process on my other eye, but I definitely wanted to still show you how it looks on the other eye. As you can see, this is very easy to do after you get used to the process, and I am used to applying these cluster lashes, so definitely try them out, y'all. So lastly, you want to seal in the lash adhesive and the lashes with the lock side. And this is just a step that you want to apply right where the lash clusters meet your natural lashes. So I did not take the lock all the way through the lashes like the bond. And this just seals it and kind of makes it more weatherproof. When I do my lashes like this, I can get 5 to 7 days wear, and I love that. This is an alternative to lash extensions if you're allergic like me or you just don't want to spend all that money. If you are interested in checking out these lashes from Bay Ellen, definitely check it out. I will leave a link down below for y'all. So let's get into this face makeup. I'm first going to start off with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Brow Lift, and I'm going to use this to lift my brows and make sure that they're in place. Next, I'm going to prime with my Smashbox Primer Water. Y'all know how much I love this stuff. I hate that this has been discontinued by Smashbox, y'all. I'm in shock by that. I love to double prime, so I'm next going in with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and this helps my foundation to just stick to it. I'm using one of my OG favorite foundations today. This is the Lancome Tint Idole Foundation in the shade 520 Suede W. The shade matches me so great during the winter and fall time, and I just love the finish of this foundation. It definitely covers up all the imperfections that I have on my skin, but it doesn't look super heavy or cakey. It's the perfect foundation, y'all. For under eye concealer today, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Correcting Concealer in the shade 70 and Y. This really helps to brighten underneath my eyes as well as just correct any discoloration that I have there. And to contour today, I'm using the Black Radiance Foundation Stick in the number 6825. And I'm using this on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose. I'm doing my jawline as well as my cheek area. And then I'm going in with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Deep in all the highlighted portions of my skin. So down the center of my nose, my forehead, my chin, as well as above my lips. I'm going to let the concealer sit on my skin for a little while. And while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and blend out the contour portions of my face. Now I'm going to blend out the contoured portion of my nose, and you really have to be careful with this step, y'all, because you still have that concealer on your nose, so try to avoid that so that you can make sure they Now it's time to blend out the concealer on our face. This is all the highlighted portions, and once you let it sit and get tacky, it really does stay in that area, and it's a lot easier to blend out, y'all. So I am starting off with the chin area, moving up to my lips, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and I do under my eyes last because I want this area to be the most pigmented. Next, I'm going to set the concealer underneath my eye with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation in the shade Y535. And I'm going to bake underneath my eyes with the Makeup Revolution Baking Powder in the shade Banana Deep. For brows, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm applying this to the outer 3/4 of the eyebrow. Next, I'm going to use the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 5, and I'm going to go over this as well as apply it in the front of my eyebrow just to give me hair-like strokes so it looks more realistic. I'm going to clean up underneath my brows as well as conceal my eyelids with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Deep. This is going to cancel out any discoloration that I have on my eyelids and prep it for eyeshadow. Before we apply eyeshadow, I want to go ahead and set my eyelids, so I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation in the shade Y535. So every single eyeshadow that I'm going to use on my eyelid is from the Kaja Beauty Beauty Bento eyeshadow in the shade Chocolate Dahlia. So it comes with 3 eyeshadows. I'm first going in with the bottom matte neutral brown, and I'm applying this inside my crease. Next, I'm going to take the top shimmery shade from that same Beauty Bento, and I'm going to apply this all over my eyelids. Now that the eyeshadow is done, we can go ahead and wipe off all that baking powder from underneath our eyes. And to set the rest of the highlighted portions on our skin, I'm going back in with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation in the shade Y535. I do have combination skin, so I do like to set my makeup all over. So I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin in the shade R520 for the rest of my face. For bronzer today, I'm going to warm up my skin with the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. Y'all know how much I love this bronzer. It really does a great job at just warming up my skin and giving it more dimension. For blush today, I'm going to go in with my NARS Cosmetics Endless Orgasm Palette, and this is the shade Orgasm Fever. It's almost like a bronze color, but I love this as a blush, y'all. You have to try it. And to highlight, I'm using a shade from that same palette. This one is called Orgasm Ecstasy, and it's definitely giving me that gorgeous highlighter color that I love. For my lips, I'm going to do a lip gloss. This is the NARS Cosmetics Afterglow Lip Shine in the shade Nympho. It's so pretty, y'all. It's like a pinky nude. Now I'm going to blow out the bottom of my eye just a little bit to give it definition. I'm going back in with that same shade that we used in the crease from the Kaja Beauty Beauty Bento in the shade Chocolate Dahlia. Last but not least, I'm applying lots of mascara to my bottom lashes. I love the way that lots of mascara on my bottom lashes looks, so that is what I'm going to do.
So here is the final look. I hope that y'all enjoyed this Get Ready With Me video. If you did, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Share it with all your friends. That really helps a lot, y'all. And I want to thank you for your continued love and support, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Bye. If you have not already watched my last video, be sure to click the box right here. It will take you straight to it.